Hi, I'm Nuno, and today I'll be telling you about the design process behind how I uplifted a chicken takeaway brand into their first flagship store. This project was really about uplifting a brand, and prior to starting my firm, a lot of my experience was just about doing just that. In 2011, when I finished studying architecture, I was hired by Louis Vuitton and I was working in Paris in the architecture department, and part of my job was about finding innovative designs to make every store unique and different from one another. And my approach here for La Rotisserie is no different than my approach when designing a LV store. And I'll take you through step by step. So step one, it's about understanding the brand's identity. Step two is understanding what the client wants to do in their flagship store. Finally, step three is coming up with a creative approach that matches their budget. To firstly understand the brand, we had to visit their existing locations. We noticed that in the kitchens, they all used white subway tiles. They like to use oxidized metal panels, black metal, and they were really proud of their red roasting machine that they import from France. So that was definitely something that we wanted to showcase. And so in the concept, I thought of an urban park. It would feel relaxed, casual, and also it would work really well with their industrial street vibe. So then with two kitchens on both sides of the restaurant, this urban park in a sense is what allows diners to gather at the center, and it's connected to the street level. And so how do we bring people from the street level into the store? We've designed an outdoor patio that allows people to sit inside and outside the space. I think an urban park is really about connecting to the street, and that's what really allows customers to be drawn in to the space. And so one of the things we did differently in the design is that we've introduced a new material that would complement their existing palette. They have the white subway tiles, the black metal, the oxidized metal, and so we came up with this black mesh that would weave really nicely with this palette. What this mesh allows is on the facade, it allows for street signages, it adds texture around the logo with uplighting, and most importantly, we've designed these really unique rectangular lights wrapped in this mesh really help to connect the outdoor patio with the interior spaces. And so one of the things the client wanted was space that would celebrate their brand values. And so what I've done here is that I've used these linear ceiling lights, and on one wall there is this superposition of these lights that come down along the wall. And here you can really celebrate these brand values in a really spectacular and interesting way. I believe doing good design is not always about using expensive materials. These lights that we've designed actually didn't cost a lot of money. It was only about 1,000 Hong Kong dollars to build and install. And so the process here was really about understanding the brand's identity, understanding what the client wanted to do here, and finally coming up with a creative approach that matched their budget. So I actually think architects work like chefs. If you're giving a chef inexpensive ingredients, it's actually more testing for the chef to come up with a good dish. And this project here is, I believe, an equivalent of this exercise.